you, I have been itching to make this video, and it seems like everything in the world has been coming up to prevent me from getting this video out. But you know what? If you knew what time of the morning it was right now, you would really give me cool points for being dedicated. Friend, have a seat. I'm about to spill the tea. I'll be right back. Does any of this sound familiar? SuSu. Partner. Box hand. Nin. Hadbad. Ayuto. Well, depending on who's watching this video, a few of you all might know these words as what we call a SuSu. And a SuSu is an informal savings club that is traditionally found in communities like Haitian, Asian, Guyanese, some Latino, and other indigenous cultures outside of the US. Now, the reason for this video is because why? Why is it that when Americans put their hands on something, they have to always go and muck it up? Friend, let me tell you something. Take off my jacket, cause child, this is finna get real. And the reason why I say that is because I was at an event and one of the organizers wanted to invite me to join a SuSu, the American version. So I asked the organizer, yeah, tell me more about your SuSu. And the more this person talked, the more I realized it was a pyramid scheme. Did you watch my last video where I said YouTube was trying to censor me? And I said I was gonna keep making these videos because we as a culture are being hoodwinked and bamboozled because we don't understand a lot about personal finance. This is what I mean. And when I said I was gonna call some people to the mat in that last video, this is what I mean. I'm calling all of pyramid schemers, MLM schemers, multi-level marketers to the mat. How dare you? How dare you take a traditional savings program that has worked for generations and generations and just take all the good out of it and just use it to your own evil purposes. And now I'm going to explain what the real SuSu is and what these hoodwinkers and bamboozlers are calling a SuSu. SuSu, in the traditional sense, is an informal savings club. You have a certain number of people who contribute the same amount into a fund, and each person individually, based on a predetermined schedule, will receive all of the collected money that was put into the fund. Let me give you an example. So me, you, and your neighbor, we're all going to contribute $100 equally, all right? So I contribute my $100, you contribute your $100, and your neighbor contributes their $100. Okay, so we have one person who is going to be voted or selected to hold the money, okay, and collect the money. And then we have open conversation to let everybody know, I got Cassandra's 100, I got friends 100, and I got neighbors 100. We all know that our contribution has added up to $300. And that's the first part, collecting the contribution. The second part is paying out the contribution on a predetermined schedule. So let's just say that over 3 months, because there's 3 people, over 3 months, we are going to now, the first month, it's going to be my turn to collect the $300. The second month is going to be friend's turn to collect the $300. And then the third month is going to be neighbor's turn to collect the $300. First month's me, second month is friend, third month is neighbor. And then we start it all over again. So that way you know that at one point you are going to collect $300. But you have also put in $300. So that is what a SuSu is. Now, why do people use SuSu? So in immigrant communities, that is where you will see SuSu. And the reason why, throughout history, access to banking institutions were not always available. So that's where the SuSu originated. It originated with indigenous people realizing that, number one, I'm having a hard time saving this money. So let me go ahead and get with somebody who I trust, a small community, and let's do the SuSu collectively. So that's originally why people use it, because they didn't have access to banking institutions as we know them, and maybe they were looking for a way to save money. SuSus are never get rich quick. You always get out of the SuSu what you have put in. Now friend, here comes the tea. And this is where the organizer tried to dupe me. The way how this person explained the SuSu was, I contribute 500 and I'm going to receive 4,000, and then I'm going to pay out of my 4,500 back into the SuSu.
And I have to recruit some people to also come in under me and pay into the SuSu with their 500 as well.
Friend, anytime you join a financial group that requires you to recruit people so that you can get your money back, it's a Ponzi scheme. I mean, these folks have gotten so good that in most cases you won't even realize that you're being had, that you're, being scammed, because they'll use terms like invest. You're going to invest 400 and you're going to find 2 other investors and they're going to invest 400. The Ponzi scheme that these hoodwinkers and bamboozlers are trying to trick people with is you're going to pay a relatively small amount, and then they're going to promise you a big windfall. How these Ponzi schemes work is by having new investors pay off the debt of the old investors unknowingly. You, as an investor, you are thinking that the money you're receiving is coming from one great big jackpot somewhere, and you're just taking your share because there's a lot of money sitting there waiting to be divvied up. That's not the case. The person who is holding the bag, who has the money, they're using the money for their own purposes. And you have to recruit the people who are now going to be the ones actually paying you back, but you don't know that. And that's a scam. Now, here's the word of caution. You're always going to see people who have done these things, and they're always going to have a testimonial. I got back $10,000 and I only contributed $800, and I brought in my coworker and his wife and their kids, and they're all doing fine. Those people are being paid for their testimony. If something looks too good to be true, it probably is. And please know, I am not here advising that anyone join a SuSu. The purpose of this video is to simply give you the difference between what a SuSu is and how it works, and what this pyramid Ponzi Madoff scheme is and how it looks, so that you can be more aware. I just wanted you, my friend, to know the difference between the two. Please be careful. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you back here real soon.